minutes.
That's right.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Hi. Welcome back.
This is a very nice
Oh,
quilt.
thanks.
I just noticed it when I sat down.
Yeah. I made that one summer with that's op shop. Op shop.
Actually, I might
strips.
just.
Yeah. It was like they're little square so they've got triangles that way and then triangles that way.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Thanks.
Lovely.
Hmm.
All right.
So I just put it on my chair.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Well, it makes it nice and warm as well.
Yeah. Cool.
Welcome back to our episode. Not welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Episode 3, Crafty Catch Up.
Hooray!
Please, if you are enjoying the videos, click the subscribe button
Remember to subscribe.
and then the notifications button, and you'll know when our next video is out.
Yay. Yay.
Lots of yays. Can I go first?
Of course you can. I've been looking forward to this.
I'm very excited about my first show.
Yay.
It's been a long time coming.
Oh my gosh, this is your finished thing.
Yes.
Oh, Emma, it's amazing. Oh, look. That is so cool.
I'm so proud. It's already had 2 wears out.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I'll do a spin.
I love the 2 colours.
So this is a Dear Prue cardigan. It used to be called the Big Yarn Cardi. It's got a new name now, which I wrote down and my brain has forgotten, but it starts with G, and I'll put the link in below.
Oh, it's so soft and...
So the yarn is merino and... Oh, just forgotten. Merino and alpaca.
Oh,
Yeah.
because it's really soft. As a kid, I remember... Well, actually, this is wool, but it's the scratchy wool. That's not scratchy at all.
No,
It's
it's really
beautiful.
soft.
I like how the sleeves are puffy and then they go into the...
Yeah, it's all
The
part of the
cuff.
design.
I didn't know it was going to have 2 colours. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
So when I wore it to work, everyone wanted to try it on. It was so nice, and they were trying it on, and
Oh.
and just because everyone's a different shape. So one of the ladies with longer arms, that sort of came up to here, but it still looked really good. And one of the shorter ladies, it was longer on her, it sort of covered her bottom, but it looked like a long, really nice cardi on her. And so 2 of them I've sent them to Dear Prue's website to buy the pattern, and both of their they're going to ask both of their mother-in-laws to knit them because they don't knit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good... I wonder if my mum might knit one.
Well,
I think my mum hasn't knitted for quite a while, but...
Yeah, it's
Oh,
I'm very proud.
That's fantastic.
It was supposed to take me a weekend. It took 100 days, but obviously not every day.
That's still very impressive.
And it's getting so my knitting group's going out for dinner tomorrow night.
And
It's
you're
getting
gonna
a
wear
night on the town.
Oh, that's so great. I love it.
Thank you.
That's very, very clever.
That was my first.
Well,
That's
that
my
was-
second thing I've made for myself. My first was the cardi that I wore in episode 1. Yeah, but no, it's so soft.
Oh.
Love
So
it.
hang on, I'm just making sure. Is this the one that had the really big
The chunky
crowbar-
needle, the crowbar needles.
So this is it.
Yeah, this
Yes,
is it.
That's what I thought it
So
was.
when
Okay,
I think last time I just showed you that.
Yeah,
part.
I think it just came over your shoulders and
Yeah.
it was coming down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
No, it's
such achievement.
and the Prue's original one was cropped, so it's so versatile, the pattern, that you put in all your measurements, but you can make it like it was designed to be quite cropped, but I made it longer, yet it still works.
Yeah,
And it
totally
still
does.
hangs nicely. at the
Yeah,
back.
I like also the brown detail between the 2 colours.
That's a crochet. That's a crocheted seam. So these are in
Oh.
2 parts, and you crochet it together.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you can crochet and knit.
Yes, but it was easy. Like, you
and
just-
it's also, I noticed it under here, which
Yeah.
looks really cool.
so that just
That looks great.
Thank you. Thanks, Prue.
Well done, Prue.
Thanks, Prue, for designing it. Link below.
Oh, that's so good. I'm
Thank
very
you.
impressed.
Thank you. What's your show and tell?
Okay, well, I've got 2 groups of show and tell. So
Oh.
would you rather see finishes of things or progress from previous or brand new stuff? progress of
Yeah,
previous
yeah.
ones?
I was thinking progress of previous.
Yes, okay. All right.
POP. Progress of previous.
Okay, so let's see, we'll do this one first. So you may remember this from, I think this was an episode 1.
Oh!
I finished the bag!
Oh, that's amazing. Let's hold that up.
It kind of turned into like a bit higher and longer than what I thought it would, but anyway. And I was
it's
quite tired. I
lined.
was quite tired when I did it, so I was like, I'm just going to do one handle. So it's kind of, but it's also, it's sort of turned into the right accidental. I didn't measure anything.
Yeah.
And I put a pocket in it.
Oh, nice.
With a bit of lining.
Oh, look.
A lined pocket. Well, not lining, but like a top bit.
Blue. What's the top bit
Well,
called?
this blue thing.
Hemmed?
Maybe. Hemmed.
I don't know.
Well, I put that on anyway. I could have just made it plain, but I thought,
I like how around the outside it's frayed.
Yeah.
Is it a rustic look?
Yes.
That's lovely.
Yay. So another bag for the bag collection.
What do you do with all your bags?
Well, I put them down and then I put my other bag projects in them.
Oh man.
I've got a few progress things.
Yeah, show us a few more progress things.
Okay, you'll remember this one from, I think this was episode 1.
Oh, I remember. Yes. Oh,
Well, I think I lost
when
one.
we were all doing this on the table.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like we had 4 left over, and now I've only got 3.
Yes, because they were the cups. We
Yes,
had the cups on
I
them.
was sitting inside doing it, and I'm like, a minute ago there was 4. And you can flip it over. Or Billy said you should have it on this side.
Oh, the red side.
So
is that your Christmas trivet?
that's my Christmas trivet and 3 coasters.
So you've only got 3 guests. So you
You.
2 friends.
Me, you, and Santa.
That's really great.
Yeah, and that's all the stuff from that bag that you gave me.
Ah, from the op shop.
From the op shop. Thanks, op shop.
Thanks, op shop. I've got a few op shop things to show you too.
Ooh, do you want to go now? I'll show you one more quick
Yeah,
one.
no. Yeah.
Okay, now this is going to look way more impressive than it is. This is also op shop. Now, just before you remember, this was mostly done at the op shop. So I finished the sky. So there was this bit not done in the middle, and I was like, it's so close. And I really liked it. I like the really fine detail of the black lines.
So someone had mainly done it on.
Someone had just about finished it. It was a bit of blue. You can actually see my blue that runs all through there. And it was $5. I was like, someone has spent so much time.
Yes.
And I thought
they have just done a great job with that.
I really like it. Although now, again, a common theme. Now what do I do with it? Turn it into a bag.
I was going to say it would actually make a nice bag.
I think
because it's thick.
Yeah.
It's this thick
and it's
material.
a nice big bag. So I might turn it into a bag. I can see that. I think we're wobbling the camera with excitement.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tell us if you think that would make a good bag, or if you've got another idea for what.
Yeah,
to do with
actually, and any ideas for Leah's things that could be turned into bags?
What do I do? Like
we need some ideas.
The hen's still over there on the. I don't know if you can see it, but it's on the wall. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
What do I? The segment. What do I do with it now? Cool.
Right, I'm going to show you. I'm not going to show you the op shop thing. I'm going to show you a finished thing that I finished last night.
Ooh, a hot off the press thing.
Hot off the press.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look. Oh, are they like little candles on him?
I think I don't know. I was so pleased.
I love this we saw it where it was just the toadstool.
Yes.
And then last time it was the hat.
And then I was going to do the.
Oh, I like his the loopiness in his beard.
Yes, well,
the other ones were like knitted beards, weren't they?
Yeah, but last night I was at the Hanging Gardens with a bunch of knitters.
Were you knitting at the Hanging Gardens?
Mm.
Oh, how nice.
And I was trying to watch the YouTube clip, drink my mojito, eat my my rice paper rolls, and I just couldn't get the beard done. Like, it was this special YouTube clip. Anyway, I thought, I just want to finish the beard. It was getting a bit tricky, so I just sewed the beard on with some dangles. I'm happy with the beard.
Yeah, I think it looks really cool. It's a distinctive beard from the other ones.
Yeah, and the nose, the knocky nose.
Oh, the knocky nose, that's right.
So this one's called, the pattern's called Make No Mistake. I'll put the link below. So I love the knocky nose. And I like that he doesn't have any arms. He just doesn't need them. Well, he's probably got them. They're probably just lying by his side.
I like the really little candles or whatever on the bottom. The fine things you don't notice.
Brings in the hat. It's the hat colours. So that's.
And he doesn't have a
no, he didn't have one. I think this is my last gnome, because the Imagine Landscapes lady Sarah, she had a year of the gnomes, and so there's a lot of gnomes being knit this year, and I needed 4, I think, or 3, but I'm not continuing with the gnomes. I'm gonna do more things for me, more garments.
Yes, that you can wear
for me and for other people. So, but
well, you've done.
I think I finished on a high. I like him.
Yes, you've done a lot of great gnomes. It's been a great gnome adventure.
I'll put him there. He can join. He can join us now. There we go.
I have got a knitting thing that I learned about recently. A lady showed me a sock that she had knitted that all had patterns in it, like the different one row of this.
Yes.
And she said,
"It's
not
just
me.
one scan. It's one
the
scan
wool."
again.
And the wool made it happen.
Yeah.
I had never seen that. That was amazing.
It's amazing. There's lots of different types out there. Self-striping is the... I love a good self-stripe. Actually, have I got a self... Oh, yeah, I'll show you self-striping later. But
it's so clever.
It's so easy. And the pattern ones, I've done one with that wool before, and I think I must have given them to somebody because I don't have them. But yeah, they look like you put way more effort in than you actually have.
Yeah. Yes, amazing. Oh, well, welcome to the gnome family.
You can be with your friends later.
Yeah, they'll be a good group. Yay.
Your turn.
Okay. All right, this is probably my biggest and best show.
Is this a stand-up show?
It is a stand-up show.
All right.
You might remember I've put my 100 blocks together.
Oh, great.
Now, it does have sort of an up and down.
Oh, they're together. Now, when did you start this?
I think it started in August.
I love this love heart here, sort of.
I know.
By itself, it really stands out.
That's block 100.
So that's block 100.
Last one. Yeah.
Oh, well, how about I hold and you discuss?
All right. Well, I'll hold it as well next, so we can sort of.
Okay.
I saw a trunk show on the weekend, my very first one, with people showing quilts, which was amazing. Yeah. I guess I just worked through.
Where was number 1?
Number 1 is here.
So
it does go 1,
it
2,
does.
3.
Let's put that a little bit lower, maybe. I'm not sure if people can see that.
So 1. So it's a square is 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. So half of them are squares and half of them are rectangles. So they're mostly in order, but I put them up here on my design wall, and then I look at them. And I go, sometimes I've got like all of the pinks crowded together, so I'll like shift them around.
Let's show up the bottom half.
To a way that I like it, and then
let's hold up the bottom half so we can see the bottom, because that was on the floor.
No, this,
oh
yeah. I was confused about how we were doing that. Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
A lot of people sash these quilts, so they put like a strip between each block.
Yes.
And I thought, because I didn't do that last year, and I thought, should I do it? But I actually really like just the all together, bit sort of random, and they kind of meld into each other. And when you've got sashing, it looks more structured. So I think I like the unstructured.
Yeah, I think that looks amazing. What are you going to do with where's this one going?
Well, the other one's on the couch in the front room, and someone's usually underneath it. Often that's me. So I think I might just put this one on our other couch.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I just like having the... Actually, I'll show you the pattern. It just comes in a book. Oops.
Look at these owls.
Oh, yes, I did some fussy cutting. So I banged... That was me banging the table. Yeah, I picked out exactly which part of the fabric to cut out, which I hadn't done before either. So there's a few owls but yeah, the pattern is just like a book, and I just love going, and so I have got my bit of cardboard and I go, oh, I'm doing this one, and then I work it out, and then I'll go, oh, this one. So we can't show it too closely because of all of the
yes,
all the dimensions.
Well,
but
I'll just put it down here.
Yeah, but anyway, I just like the what's next. Oh, it's that one. Oh, okay. And then I have my 4 groups of fabric, and I just pick, and this is the project that I really practiced not overthinking it and not getting too tangled up in this dark grey or that dark grey, and just pick it.
Don't overthink it.
And you can't, like, it just looks good when it's all together. So yeah, 100 days, 100 blocks.
Oh, we can show that. We can show that one, can't we?
Yes, you can see the front. Yeah. So and that runs every year. It's it's run by Angie, who lives in Townsville, and they have YouTube chats about it, and a whole bunch of people around the world make it all together, and you can see everyone's different blocks coming in, and
it's a really nice community feel.
It's a really good, and especially if you get a bit stuck, some people are like, oh, how do you do this? And people will answer questions, and there's all like the Facebook group, and some people do paper piecing. I just obviously did it on the machine. But yeah, really was really good to...
Are you going to do one next year?
I don't know, I might do.
Yeah.
Or actually I think next year they're doing a different pattern.
Oh, okay.
So they've done this one for I think 3 or 4 years.
Oh, right.
So I think they've got a new pattern.
Oh, that
in
might pique your interest.
They're actually going on a cruise.
A crafty cruise.
Yeah,
Stop it.
a quilting. So Ange lives in Townsville, and then Karen Brown from Just Get It Done Quilts, which is the YouTube channel when I first got my sewing machine out. She had all of the...
Every time you touch that you're going to keep your hands here.
It's so hard.
I
know. Yeah, so I followed Karen's videos on just the really basics of quilting and how to do it all. And then Karen was in touch with Angie, and that's how I found about 100 blocks, 100 days, and yeah, so it was great. And they featured one of my blocks last year.
I remember that was special time.
It was very exciting. Yes, so there you go.
Where they commented on your blog and talked about what they liked about it.
Yes, because they have one a month, and then they'll pick a couple of blocks from Instagram that people have posted to talk about how they're going.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's really fun. So, yay. I say yay a lot.
Well, and another community... No, hang on. What am I going to do? No, I'm going to show you. I've got a gift for you.
Ooh.
So, my friend Robin, who was our first subscriber that wasn't family. Hi, Robin.
Hi, Robin.
Robin has a gift for you.
Robin has a gift for me.
Robin has a gift for you.
Thanks, Robin. How amazing.
So, Robin's auntie had some fabric that she was cutting up, and I think she was going to make a quilt with it, but didn't. Or these were the leftovers. Sorry, Robin, I've forgotten. I think they were the leftovers. Anyway, when Robin saw our episode about the jelly roll,
yes,
this reminded her, and these are vintage fabrics.
Oh my gosh, Robin!
Already cut into pieces.
Oh, Robin! I'm going to break this open immediately.
Look at these.
They are beautiful. Look at the blues.
Look at this one. Oh, that blue reminds me a bit like a Liberty.
I was going to say it does look like Liberty.
Looks so many.
And they're all the same.
Because Robin's been cleaning out her craft shed.
Robin. Oh, it's so good when you clean out your shed.
And a lot of people have benefited from it.
Wow. All right, Robin. This is going to turn into something. There's so many options that you could do because they're already all the same. And we've got...
what have we got?
We've got light and dark. Do you know the trick of looking at stuff in black and white?
Do you put it in black? I was going to say, do you put it in black and white? Because
that is the trick of putting it in black and white.
Yes. So what we actually mean is if you're not sure, you take a photo of it, but put the black and white filter on.
Yes.
And then you can
tell they talk about it in terms of, they call it value. So if you've got really dark and really light, it's easier to see in black and white. So you might take a black and white photo and realize you've got heaps of dark over here, or you might look at your fabrics in color in black and white, you realize they're all really pale and you haven't got as much contrast as you might want. I mean, you might like it all to be pale, but
and
yeah.
Actually, this is how that Sally Ridgway taught me when we were holding up the colours for this.
Oh,
the ball, she said, take a few photos of combinations and put it in black and white. I said, what do you talk about, Sally? Like, I had no idea.
What you talking about?
And it made a lot of sense, and that helped me, like, with the contrasting.
Yes. Well, even with the 100 Days, 100 Blocks one, the pattern on the front, it's all blue, obviously, but it's white, light blue, medium blue, and dark blue. So when I collected my 4 groups, I took a picture and went, oh, hang on, that's really dark, so I'll take it out of that one. So yeah, it's a good trick. I've never heard of that before either. Robin, thank you. Oh, you just want to dive in and swim around.
I know.
Look at that one. That's like a tiny version of the other one.
Look at that one.
Ooh, and look, they
complement. They
I
complement
was
each
about
other.
to say they already go together.
So Robin's auntie's obviously already had something in mind and chosen the colours. Vintage, mind you. Vintage nevertheless.
Vintage. And this one's similar but different with the coloured flowers.
All right. Oh, yeah.
I think this is calling lap quilt to me.
Lap quilt.
I was thinking pillow, I was thinking bag, but I think like a little...
Sorry, they were all nicely folded. Now they're not.
But they have been loved.
They have.
Oh, thank
you,
you,
Robin.
Robin.
I'll pass it over.
I will report back on this one.
Oh, yes, yeah, report back.
Yay. That's awesome. Oh, how kind. Aren't people lovely?
And actually, talking... Oh, no, you go.
Okay.
You go.
All right. Do you remember?
Yes, it was a kit. Because I've got a sneak peek down there.
Yes.
It was a kit you bought.
Avert your eyes. Okay, no, you can... This?
Yes.
Remember this kit?
Let's hold it up.
Hang on. I'll just take this off. So I've started...
Oh, careful, you're bumping the table again.
Oh, I'm just a table bumper from way back.
I know.
Okay, here we go. This is what I'm up to.
Ooh, look at that.
You can't
well
see it.
done. I can see from
You
the
can
back.
see the back.
And because the stitching's so fine.
Such fine
I
stitching.
can see it.
Now, the reason we keep saying such fine stitching is it was your mum, wasn't it?
Yeah. You made a quilt when you were quite a lot younger than you are now.
That was long ago.
20s?
I think.
You were young. We didn't have kids.
That was here. I had that quilt out. I showed someone. Oh, here it is. Oh, I think it's this one.
Which one is it? Which one of those 17 quilts is it?
This one. I think it was this one.
Still got a needle in. Oh no, that's a bit of tinsel.
It's all dusty. But this is the one that your mum helped me with the binding.
Oh, because you were learning how to quilt.
So this was from a Better Homes and Gardens magazine, and it was 4 different blocks. And this was before kids. This
was
is
before kids.
Way
When
I first moved out of home. So it actually wasn't my very, very first one. It was my first patchwork one. But I think, your mum looked at that and said, such fine stitching. And I was all like, oh.
I'm so proud.
And now it's just become a bit of a catchphrase.
So
do you want to see my very, very first quilt?
You know the answer to that. It is
yes.
yes.
You're in the craft room here and I've got everything surrounding. When way back in the 90s, I finished uni and I had 6 months when I was job hunting.
Oh.
So I made this.
Upside down.
This was from my craft fair at the Dillon Entertainment Centre.
And the question, was it part of a kit?
No, it wasn't.
Stop it.
I know. This was a quilt as you go quilt.
Oh.
So you make a block. You quilt the block first and then you put the applique on.
Oh, yes.
And then you do the next one. And then you join the 2 quilted blocks together and put a strip over it. But this was my very first one. So this one has hung in this was above both the kids' the cot when they were babies. So yeah, that's my very, very first one.
That's incredible.
And it's all applique, and I've hardly done any applique since then.
I love it. It's a perfect bedroom quilt for a little person, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe that was it. That actually, I think this might have been the such fine stitching because look how tiny that is. I've done really.
But that was a machine.
Yes.
I'm sure the comment of for such fine stitching.
Was hand.
Yeah. Mum, comment below. Please let us know.
Can you remember? Where did that come from?
I think it was hand stitching.
Was it me? Maybe it was me
It
stitching
was
the
definitely
binding
that.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because I remember coming to your mum's room and all of the fabrics beautifully organised by colour, and
it still is.
I have to come and visit again.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, so yes. So now this is my embroidery. So I've got some French knots on there. I bumped the table again. It's because the leg's right near my knee.
Ah, right.
Yeah, and there's like they're called pistol stitches, which are these ones. It's like a line.
They might need a close up.
A line with you probably know what pistol stitches are. I'm learning
I
all
don't
this stuff.
actually.
It's like a French knot, but it's got the line underneath it. So I think it's like, is it in a flower that you get a pistol in the middle with like a stick and a bob?
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my growing wild cushion with my variegated thread. So that's all the same thread, and it's just changing colour. And it almost looks like it's shiny.
I love it. And again, it looks like you've done more than you have because it's the variegated thread. It changes. It looks like you put more work in than you have.
And I realised I put heat and bond on the back of the felt, but you can't then iron on top because the felt, there's not enough heat gets through the iron to melt the
through
heat
the felt
and
to get to the bottom.
Yes.
Did you glue it on?
So I spent ages putting all the pieces on, and then I ironed, and then I went, and then they all went, and I was like, that's ages. It's all like tiny bits. So I'm just doing one at a time, which is probably easier, and pinning it, and then I iron it from the back, and that melts the
right, yeah.
the thing.
Well, so you learn as you go.
I think they just all like fell off in coordination.
I wish that was on a video. That would have been good. Do you know what? I reckon next time we need to put that on a tripod.
Yeah. So it's off the table.
It's off the table. So you can bang the table to your heart's content.
All right,
we both can.
Unrestrained. There is a tripod here somewhere. But yes, all
we
right.
won't stop mid.
No. But we're ready for next time.
Yeah.
Good idea. If there's any other improvements you can think of, let us know
in the comments. On a learning journey. Okay.
I'll take that.
Oh, so talking about community.
Yes.
You know, community thing online, flat world, all that. Not flat world. I mean, like a flat.
Where's this going?
I mean, like it's a flat world in terms of you. Actually, it was a term I heard, not about.
This has taken a very interesting turn.
I believe in science. I believe the Earth is round. It's like a flat, like when technology brings everyone together, and it doesn't matter if you're on the other side of the world.
We're all connected easily.
That's sort of what I meant. Oh, crikey.
Yes. Okay. So we're all connected.
We both have science degrees. We're.
But if you strongly believe the world's flat, that's fine.
No,
that's
it
fine.
isn't. Sorry.
Well, if you're not hurting anyone.
Go over to our other channel called. Oh no.
Anyway. Okay. What have you got this for? Like, where do we start? What are we talking about? Community. No, community. Okay, back to community.
So
right.
a few weeks ago, it was the big. It was the
big flat Earth convention. Group of followers.
I'm literally wiping away tears right now.
Okay, community.
A few weeks ago, it was the Big Wool Show.
Okay.
The Big Wool Show is an online event where the organisers interview people in the yarn industry, independent yarn dyers. They have online classes. It goes for a weekend.
Cool.
The interviews are still online, I believe, on their YouTube channel. So Saturday I was too busy and I couldn't watch any of it, but I watched some of it on Saturday night. And then Sunday, because just pottering around doing the renos, I had it on, like I had my headphones on and I was just listening the whole time. So it was really good.
Where was it on?
It was on YouTube. So it was but it was Australia.
Okay, but people were all coming together online.
Yeah, so you would log into this YouTube channel and at one time there's like 300 people watching. Cool. I saw, and so every 20 or so minutes there was a new person being interviewed. It was fascinating.
Wow.
And a lot of things to buy, a lot of new things to buy. So I thought I'd show you some of the things I got from Liz at Yarns by the Bay. Hi, Liz.
Hi, Liz.
Liz and I met at Yarn Retreat in Launceston. My new friend Liz.
Oh.
She's fabulous.
Hello, fabulous Liz.
And
fabulous.
The thing that got me clicking add to cart was when Liz showed this sock set.
Ooh.
But wait for it. Look at that. Now, it's called Candy Cane and it's designed, well, to go with this sock yarn. That's called Gingerbread House.
Is this the idea that I was saying earlier about, does this...
So she's put a little, like, stitch marker on a thingy and you hang it on your Christmas tree.
Oh, like that?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Isn't it amazing?
Oh.
And this little star stitch marker.
That is very cute.
And
so you don't even have to knit it.
So it matches with this one. So you could do your sock, you could do your toes and your heel and your cuff with that if you wanted to, and then that's the main yarn.
Gingerbread House and Candy Cane sock. Deluxe sock superwash.
Yeah, you can throw it in the washing machine.
Merino wool. That's what a great idea.
Yeah.
Liz, you're a legend.
Genius, I'd say.
Genius.
And then this is a 8-ply sock yarn. I haven't made 8-ply socks before, but I'm looking forward to it because that's way quicker than 4-ply.
Which is bigger?
8.
So the numbers get bigger and the
ply gets bigger. This is like 16-ply or something. Or known as chunky. And she also gave me this. Thanks, Liz.
Liz.
Another sock set. Look at this magnificent number.
Oh, and it's got a little dangly thingo too.
Oh, a little stitch marker. So how well do they go together for socks?
Isn't that great? You can hang that on the tree too. If you had a purple tree.
I could, but it wouldn't be very Christmassy. Whereas this, I mean, hello, look at those colours.
That does. Can I just ask a very probably basic question?
No. There's no questions.
How do you use a stitch marker? Or what do you?
Do you want to hold that up?
Yep.
So people know.
So you're knitting along, and what?
So
what do you do with it?
So I'm just trying to think what I did if I had one here. So when you're knitting socks, for example, knit, and then you need to know when to increase or decrease. And instead of counting like 25 increase, as soon as you get to this, you can do the increase. And so you stick it on your needle.
Okay. So does it sit between the stitches?
Yes. And then when you get around to the next row.
Oh, because you're doing it in a round circle thing.
So it just keeps going to the next, and it keeps following up, and then you just take them off when you need to. But they mark particular bits of your work.
Because I've heard people talk about stitch markers, but I didn't know. So would you ever use more than one?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a festive one.
So sometimes when you're doing sleeves, not these sleeves, because they were done, that's just one piece, but when you're increasing, sometimes you've got like 10 up. Yeah, up your sleeve, because that's where you're marking where you need to go, and it just keeps you a bit more organised and less counting.
Right. Oh, cool.
It's a real industry, like stitch markers. People love different stitch markers.
Yeah. Oh, well.
And actually, while we're holding up the skeins, I want to show you. So remember how I was spinning from fleece
yes,
onto
my
drop spindle. So this is my second lot. The first one I plied and I made a skein.
Oh, brilliant. Look at it.
And the difference in sizing is interesting.
But it's your first one. Look at that. It's a proper skein. Oh,
So it's
great.
got a bit of, improvements, but it's my first
It's your
one.
first one. You've created a skein.
Yeah.
You did it. That's very cool.
As I improve, this will, one, be this size, because I was so excited to get it off the spindle and ply it on the spindle again and then make a skein. I just couldn't help myself. But yeah.
Oh, that's great.
So
Are you finding it easier now that you're doing it a bit more?
Yeah. I'm getting a bit more consistent, but always improvements.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh, well, congrats.
Thank you.
Really good. Very great.
Thank you. So funny. I put it on my Instagram page, and I said, because you've probably seen this little tiny one, maybe.
I think I missed it.
And I said, does anyone need a jumper made for a mouse? I'm your woman.
We will endeavour to put close-up photos. God, I keep wobbling the camera. We'll put close-up photos of all of these things on our Instagram page if you want to check back later and get a closer view.
Are you just kicking that or something?
Yeah, I think I am.
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
wobbling it. I mean, I think the table, because it's so long, it's...
Yeah. That's all right. We're going to have a tripod next week.
Yes.
Stick with us. Stick with us, people.
Okay, I've got a quick one.
Go for it.
You might remember this when it was in pieces.
Oh, that's the oh, Leah, you've done it.
I did it.
Oh, look at that.
So it even comes with a little tab so that you
So you can pull it apart.
can pull it open.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Yeah, really easy too.
Oh, and inside, for those who watched episode 2, it's just builder's tape.
Yeah, it's a tape measure.
Tape measure.
Two lengths of tape measure, and they're facing like outwards that way, like you can almost see that. And yeah, so then they call it a snap bag.
And I won. Let's hear it. Hey, that's why.
Yeah. So thank you.
Oh no, thank you for making it from kit form to reality.
Yeah.
What are you going to put in it?
I don't know. I've got a lot of bags.
It's an easy note, like for all your bits and pieces, because you don't undo a zip.
Yeah, and things won't fall out of it. So I mean, I've got a bag. I'm constantly taking stuff from here into the house and back out, and so maybe I'll put little things that I don't know. I'll have it on hand and use it for something. But yeah, that was really fun. I hadn't seen that before.
Well done.
Yay.
Now talk about op shops.
Whoa.
From previously. Oh, first of all, another shout out. Thank you to Mary, Trina, and my mum Fran, who sit together and watch us.
Hello, Mary, Trina, and Fran.
While they're crafting, which is a great idea.
Perfect.
Put us on in the background. That's what we do.
Yes.
For the craft podcasts we listen to.
Exactly.
I'll put it on in the background while we're doing our own crafts.
Yes, have a cup of tea, do
Yeah.
your craft, and then you won't notice when I'm kicking the table that much because you're just listening. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, so
well, happy crafting, ladies.
And thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's great.
Right, op shop. So
Whoa.
I've got another gift for you.
Oh my God, showering me with gifts.
These were from the op shop for your bags.
Oh, look at them all.
Zips.
Oh my gosh, there's millions of them.
Yes.
$2 for all of them.
Yes.
They are perfect, aren't they? They're not metal. They're not going to snap
are
the
they
needle
metal?
and fly me into the eye.
No,
They're great. That's amazing to find that many all of the same.
I know.
Oh,
So I thought you could
thank
for your
you.
little notions bags.
Yes. And then I could just get one material thingo, as in one piece of big material, and then cut it all up without having to match each zip.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Now,
That's
when
amazing.
I was at the op shop, I think it was at the same time or a different time. I can't remember. Another good op shop.
And they're really cute little zips.
I also found some DMC.
Holy moly. They're proper
Do you wanna
DMC
hold that
ones.
one up?
That's heaps. Which op shop is this at? I suppose it doesn't matter. They've all got bargains, don't they?
The one in
from time to time?
the Kingston Salvos.
Wow. Look at that.
$3 for each one.
That is.
Now, those colours I wouldn't normally go out and buy, but I thought,
all really.
well, it might give me some ideas to use some different colours.
Proper DMC
Yeah,
ones.
DMC. Now, when I
wonder who.
When I went to the
Look at this. Look at that. Someone's made a little thing
to put the cotton on.
It just makes me think who had these and what were they working on and
look, they'd even put the numbers. They were so organised. They'd written down the numbers of which ones they were.
That looks like my grandmother had beautiful cursive handwriting like that.
So when I went to the counter,
Wouldn't it be hilarious if it was the person that made this?
Oh, hang on. Good grief. Which op shop was that from?
Sorrel.
I mean, there's some sky.
That pink goes.
No,
It's like craft detectives.
Craft detectives.
No,
that's another channel.
There's no crime, but anyway. I just like the idea of the story. Like, where did they? Oh, don't lose your
stitch marker.
Stitch marker.
Bargain. When I went to I was so stoked. I was like so happy to get these, and I went to the front, and the lady said, "Oh, they were the last two left. We had heaps of them."
Oh my gosh!
I was like, "No!" But then she said a girl who came in and brought 4 of them yesterday. She was a young like a teenager, so I think mid-teens, and she was just getting into stitching. So I was glad that I didn't buy them all. I'm glad that she bought them first, and that she left me some.
And how much stitching are you actually doing?
Well, I'm not doing any.
So it probably is good that you didn't buy them all.
But I have plans to. I have plans to, and I've got some hoops, and I've got some design ideas in my head.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're all ready now.
And I actually am stitching something, but it already came with the threads, so
okay.
I don't. But you got to go love a good op shop buy.
Absolutely, that's a really great find. Teetering up with like 10 of them. I've got them all.
What are you going to make with them? Nothing. I don't know. What have you got? I've got a couple more things.
Okay, I'll do these things next. Now, this is my...
You keep talking, I'll check the time.
I went to Amity Textiles, Jen Kingwell's shop in Torquay.
The
weekend just gone. It was so good.
Oh, Leah, I'm so jealous. That was the one that
sold out instantly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next year.
I'll join them next year. They did it in the shop. It's only the second one they've done, and it went so well that they're going to do another one. So, hang on, let me just work out. So I already had, this is Jen's book, and Jen is the most lovely woman. Her kids were there helping in the cafe. Her hubby was there. They were just so welcoming and so generous. We got a welcome box when we got there, heaps of amazing food, really big raffle, had a bottle of Moe Chandon, had a big box of fat quarters. There was an entry into her block of the month, which is like $300. And then she was just there. She'd come and sit at the end of the table and chat, wander around. Everyone spent the time looking at what each other was doing. And it was just amazing.
Sounds so great.
So
this is her
book.
Oh, that's her book.
So this is the quilt recipes book, which I think I mentioned. So it's quilt patterns.
Yes.
But she's also got the cafe there. So there's also got recipes in it.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. And it's just Australian and country sort of vibe. And
who cooked then? If she was busy running the thing, who cooked?
She's got a cafe with a chef, and her girls were there helping with coffees and varying stuff around. So I took the flowers because it was a hand stitching retreat, but I thought I want to just make something from scratch from there with their help. So I picked this quilt.
Winky Stars.
So there's a beach in Torquay. I think it's called Winky Beach or Winky Pop Beach or something. So I think that's where the names come from. So there was another lady there this is using English paper piecing. And so she was like, oh, I'll show you how to do it. And so she gave me some glue and a magnet. And so I've got the acrylic templates. So this is the different shapes in the quilt. And you use these to just cut out the pieces. You don't have to use them, but it just makes it a bit easier. And then this is the English paper piecing set for Winky Stars, which means, so I've done hexies in English paper piecing.
Oh.
Yeah. So these are, I mean, these are the smallest-ish sort of ones, but I mean, these are all the different shapes.
So why do you have
need.
lots of one shape instead of just one of these?
Okay, so I'll show you. So what you do, and then the other thing I got was, the Heavenly fabric. Jen is a scrap quilter, so she has these amazing packs like this one. And you just get all of these.
Ooh,
now
look at
that's the background, but all of these, they're all different. Look at them. I just sat there for like half. I actually got. I walked into the shop and I'd had a really busy week.
Yeah.
And I almost walked in and I think I could have cried. I just walked in and just was like, it was just so beautiful and it was just really warm and welcoming. And I'd been like sprinting around and I was just like, I'm home. And I actually had to really stop and just go. And I'd met a lady. I literally got out of the car and met a lady who was going to it.
Oh.
So we walked and we arrived at exactly the same time a couple of times. So Lois, if you're out there, Lois and I walked together.
Hi, Lois.
So she was like, "Are you a bit overwhelmed?" I was like, "Yeah, a little bit." So I just spent the first morning just like walking around the shop. There was so much beautiful things. Anyway, and so Lisa from Amity, thank you. Lisa was the one who helped. You need this and this, and then she grabbed a couple of these. So this is the one I picked, which is, I mean, I just sat there and they're all just so lovely, and they're all different. So Jen, I heard on one of, she's got YouTube videos out there on all sorts of things. So she said 10 colours will go together, but 110 colours will easily go together.
Oh, right.
Something like that. So if you've got a small range of colours, sometimes they might not go together easily. But if you've got like 110, it'll be a scrap quilt and look beautiful. So I got my fabrics. So then
I love this one. Just look at the apples.
I know. They're all just, I mean, they're all different. Like this whole pile.
But they're all stunning.
Imagine the work to go to cut out all these pieces and then collect them into this massive group.
So have you already started? Because that's got a hole in it.
Yes. So look, I'm about to show you.
Oh, right,
So what you do...
Oh, that's the one you worked on. Sorry.
So what you do is you get your piece of paper and then you pick... I mean, the pattern will tell you need 10 of these and 4 of these and whatever. And then I use the template to cut out... So, for example, so this is B. So I cut out, the pattern tells me how many of those. So I get my rotary cutter and cut all them out.
Yeah.
I actually borrowed one. I borrowed a rotary cutter from the shop on the first day and it was quite blunt, but it was so busy I didn't want it because I didn't take a rotary cutter.
Yeah.
So I'm there quietly on the table, like hacking like. And Helen, hello Helen, who was sitting across from me the next day, kindly was like, because she lived down the road. Oh, I brought you a rotary cutter. She said, I could see you were having a bit of trouble. Which was very kind. And we actually had a quilt show, a trunk show from Rachel Daisy.
What's a trunk show?
So that's when a quilter will bring along a suitcase, like a trunk full of quilts, and go, I made this one and here's the story.
Like a show and tell.
Like show and tell.
Yeah.
Yes.
In a trunk.
Rachel,
in a suitcase.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So Rachel Daisy said, all the basics mistakes, like when you're using a rotary cutter and you're like hacking it like a pizza. And she said that earlier in the day and then I'm like, oh God, I'm doing that. Anyway, so you cut it out.
Yes.
And then you've got your piece of fabric. So now imagine it's cut out to the right shape.
Yes.
And then you put a little bit of special glue, which I've got here somewhere.
Ah.
And you just glue it around the edge.
Oh, so that stays in there.
Ta-da! They're all in there.
Oh, they're all in there.
So
see, that's the back.
I've got some here that are...
So they live in there?
Well, they live in there until you've sewn around all of the edges. I had a few that were loose. I've been trying to hide everything because when you came in I didn't want you to see.
Because I was about to say...
Oh, here we go.
I haven't seen any of your quilts with paper in them.
No, they don't stay in there. They just... So, like, look, these are some that I've just... So I've got 3 there. So just say I've done my square. So I've cut my fabric out, glue, stuck it.
Yeah.
And I've got a triangle. And then I put the 2 together, right sides together. And then I go stitch. And then they're joined.
Open.
And then I put this one on. And then I get that.
Yes.
And then, so it just lets you be really accurate. Like there's some tiny little...
Why is there a magnet on there?
Because
for your needle.
For your needle, and also when you're... this is all the tips on it.
Yeah.
If you're holding two pieces
and now
together...
you're sharing with us.
Yeah. If you're holding them together and trying to be really accurate, you can end up going like clenching it. And so the lady, Merrin, thank you, Merrin. She was the one who, so she gave me this magnet. She said, just put that on there and then it'll hold it in place and then you don't end up gripping and you can just...
That's genius.
You do tiny, tiny stitches all along the edge.
You made a lot of new friends.
I made heaps of new friends. So, yeah. And so then, yeah, like Jen, I needed her help to get like these tiny points are very tiny. And I was like, oh, this one's not right. And she goes, look, if I come over here, you can't tell. And I'm like, oh, you're so right, Jen. I love you. And it's true. Like it's easy to say that to other people, but I fall into that trap all the time. I was like, oh, this one here's not quite right. Yeah, so someone said, oh, you can't tell from the back of a galloping horse. So
yes,
so that's my Winky Stars.
We'll have some close-ups of this on our Facebook and Instagram page so you can have a closer look.
So that's that's not quite the whole block, but you get the idea. So I've started paper piecing Winky Stars. I've got one key bit of learning that I also learned that is really interesting. I never knew this. So, this colour, beige. This Jen said that colour will hide in almost everything, not black and white.
It's like a beigey pink.
She calls it Granny Undie Brown. But that's what I've used on here, and you can't see it. I mean, look, isn't that amazing? I thought that would be dark. I use like a light beige. No, so she uses that on all of her
Granny Undie Brown. Does it have a number?
It's Orifil 2375. So she told us all about why Orifil is really great. Look. But one quick tip, and I might tell you more next time because I don't want to spend hours and hours here today, but when you get like cotton on a spool, it comes off, and the idea is you sew with this end. Yeah. Which a sewing machine does. Yeah. But when you're hand piecing, what you tend to do is you go cut, and then you get this end, put that through your needle. Yes. So you're sewing with the thread backwards. Right. You know what I mean? Do I look like I might not know? So if you cut there and thread that end. Oh. And then we go through that way. And then so that way the thread's going backwards and it tangles and it gets twisted. Oh. So look, hang on. That's a tip for the day. Yes. So because that's how you're supposed to do it. So you're supposed to do it this way. This is the front. The thread's supposed to go towards like your machine. Yeah. Like your machine. But whereas we cut it there. We go, that's the fresh cut end. I'll put that through my needle and then you end up sewing this way, which is backwards. Yeah. So she said if you're sewing and your thread is tangling, or you do that thing, which I do, you let it dangle and then the needle goes brrr. She said you've probably got your thread backwards. Oh, wow. So cut it. That is a good tip. But put this end through your needle and sew that way. So we're learning all the time. I never knew. Learning all the time. Yes. So there you go. It was just amazing. It was a wonderful, wonderful weekend. So what other crafts were people doing there? So people were knitting. That's where I learned about the lady with the ball of wool that had all the patterns. Oh, yes. There was mostly sewing and hand sewing. No one had machine. It was all hand sewing. Most people doing quilts. Or some people doing needle point. Most people were doing. There was a bit of everything I saw, and some people bought different ones. So I saw someone had some embroidery. Someone was doing a tapestry. Yeah, a couple of knitters. There was lots of quilting, but yeah, any kind of stitching. Lady was making pincushion with all op shop. She bought doilies that had embroidery and cut off the embroidered bit and put that onto a long thin it was actually like sashiko stitched bits, and then like a little bit of like costume jewelry from an old thing at the op shop, and just put them all together and it looked amazing. The talent out there, hey? Yes. All right. So, Winky Stars. Thank you, Winky Jen. Stars. You're lovely. I'll put a photo. We look forward to seeing the
Progress.
There's a picture of me and Jen standing with this at the end, and she's just the most lovely lady. If you're ever in Torquay, go to Amity. It's beautiful. If you like quilting and sewing and wool.
Which we do. And I would suggest anyone who's still watching at this stage, they would also enjoy it.
Rosehip Island Advent Calendar.
So,
What's Rosehip Island?
Rosehip Island is an independent yarn dyer up north in Tassie.
Tasmania, yep.
Yes. And she has her own YouTube channel too. And inside is
Dun, dun, dun.
not for kids unless they love sewing.
Oh.
So
Have they got numbers?
Yes. So every day in December I get to open a mini skein of yarn every single day.
I've just got something to show as well.
Is it a similar? Oh,
I've got the Missouri Star Quilt Company Advent Calendar.
Oh, what's in yours? Have you opened it?
Well, it's the same idea, but it's not yarn, it's quilting stuff. But I haven't ever had this. It's huge, look at it.
Stick with us if this might wobble the camera.
Merry Christmas from the Dones.
So, did this come from where?
This came from Missouri.
Oh, you said Missouri.
Missouri Star Quilt
Sorry, I
Company.
thought, yeah, okay, it did come from Missouri. Oh my goodness me! We've both got an advent calendar. Oh, I'm so excited about this.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be so great.
Look how big it is.
Oh, you look like you might get some more surprises. I think mine's mainly yarn.
Well, I don't know what.
You've got all different.
I don't know what this is.
What's your number one?
Well, that one's got a hole.
So
I'm
how
not
did
going to
you-
look.
How did you find out about this one? How did you find out about it?
Well, Missouri Star Quilt Company has got masses of quilt videos on YouTube. So I followed them for a long time, and
So
I've made
you-
quite a few of their quilts. So
That's how you knew they did an advent calendar.
yeah, I heard last year that they had done one, and this year I thought, I'll get one. So they came out in like March to pay for it and stuff. So
Was
it
shipping
only arrived.
was shipping expensive?
I think the whole thing was quite expensive.
Oh right. When you say you think, you mean you know.
Well, it
because
was.
you paid for it.
But I paid for it like in March or April.
Oh wow.
And you can pay half and half. But I thought, I'm just going to get it. It's all that. I mean, yeah, there's
21, 22, 23, 19. Look at this giant one. It's this.
I think one year they had a clock in there.
17.
I don't know. We're going to have to do like a post each day when we open up our things. We used to get papercraft advent calendars.
We did. Yes, we did. We got the same one year, didn't
Yeah.
we? Yeah. And this time we branched out to different crafts. Oh.
Hooray for an advent calendar.
So a friend of mine, Cheryl, has 5 yarn advent calendars to open.
Lucky duck. That's amazing. I can't close this now. I'll just put it
That's
down
all,
here.
just
I'll
put
do
it down here. Oh, okay. I do have.
Oh, I'm all hot after that excitement.
And isn't that amazing? Neither of us knew that we had an advent calendar.
We just like this.
Or do we like opening presents?
Maybe both.
Okay, so this year I participated in a wool swap.
Oh,
Did I tell you about this?
I feel like you did mention it.
So it was wool swap on. I found them on Instagram, and the idea is that you write down your interests in yarn and knitting and then yarn probably, and then you send it into the lady. I think her name's Gayleen, and then she connects you with someone, and then you chat via Instagram, and then
Is this worldwide?
or email. Yes.
Oh.
Or you can choose to just swap with Australia, or you can go worldwide.
Okay.
And so I sent Gurali in Norway
Oh, it's so cool.
a kit of Tasmanian yarns and Tasmanian chocolate and tea and things like that.
Yeah.
And this is what she sent me. So I'll just quickly go. I won't go through it for a long time.
Gurali.
But also, she is not just a knitter. She also dyes her own yarn. And that was with
Wow.
beetroot. She dyed that with beetroot.
I thought beetroot would have been beetroot colour.
Yeah, that's what happened with it.
It
She
went
also
brown.
dyed this sock yarn. She's some kind of like,
That looks
I
like
did
something
so-
you get in a shop.
And this, look at this one. Look at that.
And it's from Norway.
From Norway, and she wrote me a letter.
Handfager's gone.
She-
Possenfager.
Gurley also wrote down them all for me. She wrote them down in a little letter about where they came from, and she knows the lady who, she's her friend.
Soccer garn. So
And-
garn must be wool in Norwegish.
And look, here's some tea, some Norwegian tea.
Oh, your bear.
So I'm not going to Google it. I'm just going to enjoy and
Well,
get
citron. You can guess what that one was.
hibiscus blobster. I think I know what that is.
Blomster.
Solbear.
Your
I'm
bear.
being disrespectful to the
Oh,
Norwegian
that's so
language.
Cool.
Oh, look. Some Norwegian hot chocolate. But
That's so cool.
this, feel the softness of that one.
course it's-
That
there's
sock yarn.
There's heaps of stuff.
Keeps coming. With some,
Wow.
and that's her there. That's her there. She's got her own stitch markers.
Wow. Okay, hang on. I'll show you. I'll do some close-ups for you guys. That's amazing.
There's some more, and then, and look, see, stitch markers. There's some more stitch markers that she says. Stitch markers are a thing with
They
knitters.
certainly are.
And then, so not to be, this brand is a new Norwegian brand called Wish, not called Wish, not to be confused with the cheap and nasty internet site where you buy cheap and nasty things.
That Wish, yes.
This
Proper
is
Wish.
a super soft mix of baby alpaca, cotton, and merino. Put that against your skin.
Oh, that is so
Have
soft.
a feel of that.
You can imagine the softest thing you've ever touched.
Clouds.
Wow. And it's so thick.
So
There's heaps of it.
Yeah.
There's so
so
much.
we both must have been on the same wavelength because we sent each other a similar.
Wow.
Because I know some people do, when they do wool swaps, the wool swaps aren't quite equal, but we must have been on the same wavelength,
That is
and we
a
had a
huge
similar
stash. Wow.
a similar idea of what we sent each other. So
whoa, look at it. What
So
do you know what you're gonna knit with them?
no
Or do
idea. I've just
No.
been feeling so, but that
These are just
softness,
so
like that one is
lovely.
so soft. That's just merino and nylon, but it's like so soft.
Wow.
And she also has her own, writes her own patterns. So
impressive.
I was very humbled by
That's so
being swapped
great.
with her. But yeah,
Oh.
so I might do another one. They do the wool swap. The Australian wool swap group does it. She does it every month. But I think I might do one a year, or this might be my only one. But
Yeah.
it was a really nice experience to be part of.
Yeah. I'm do you listen to the Chat 10 Looks 3 podcast?
Heard about it, haven't listened to it yet.
So that's Lee Sales and Annabelle Crabb, and they have actually it's probably their community around them, the chatters, all of the lovely people that listen to them. I think one of them started a swap for Christmas. So I signed up the other day, so I'll be sending something to.
And what's the theme for that one?
It's just something try and make it like a nice handmade, something nice. It doesn't have to be handmade if you don't do handmade stuff, but no more than $25, but
yes,
just something nice. So because everyone who listens to Chat 10, it's about reading and cooking and it's a lot of people sort of that similar demographic. So yeah, I did it a couple of years ago, and someone the group loves Yotam Ottolenghi, the chef, and so someone sent me these amazing spice mixes that are really hard to get.
What did you send to that person?
I can't remember, but I logged into the app that does the swap, and there was a message a year ago from someone to say, "Thank you so much, I got my gift and I love it." And I was like, I can't remember what I sent. Probably something like
something
cards or
amazing.
something.
She or he loved it.
Yes. Yeah. So that'll be fun. Oh, I've got one final thing. And
yes,
then,
I'm
and then
done.
I'm done.
I'm done.
So this is something that my dear friend Kath.
Oh, Kath.
We had a
Hi,
night.
Kath.
If you're watching, we had a night at Kath's the other night, Sarah and I and Kath. And for Christmas, Kath taught us to make something.
Oh,
I banged it again.
Oh.
I picked these up this morning. Oh, she's even wrapped them. Can you
Do you
smell?
want me to hold it so that it doesn't bang the table?
We made candles.
Oh, fantastic.
Can you
So
smell?
are
can
they
you-
soy?
Yes. Can you smell it?
I can. Oh, wow.
So again,
Is that like a
op shop.
vanilla-y?
Oh God, it smells nice. One of them's gardenia, and the other one is.
I think that's gardenia.
patchouli.
Oh, that might be patchouli.
Yeah, I think that might be the patchouli.
Yeah, that might be the gardenia.
That's the gardenia. Aren't they lovely though?
Yeah. Oh.
So we just
wow.
had a nice.
And so op shop.
That one actually was a candle that I bought and burned and refilled, but the rest of them,
op shop.
Op shop, beautiful. I learned you have to. They need to be quite thick. I had a couple that were a bit.
Wow.
Then they look great though.
They look great Christmas gifts.
Exactly.
You can send this one over to your Chat 10 Looks 3 swapper.
Yes, I could.
Although it'd be heavy.
Yeah, but yes, I thought.
Send him a bag.
But I thought maybe if we do some more tutorial videos, we might maybe we could see if Kath would like to show us how to make candles. But I mean, op shop, that glass one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes. So there you go.
A bit more in there, but
yeah. I think I made 7.
well done.
Yeah.
Getting into the Christmas spirit.
I know. Cool.
Well, thank you for those who've stuck to the end.
Yes, through all of that.
Possibly just Robin, Mary, Trina and Fran.
Good on you, Robin, Mary, Trina and Fran. Very happy that you enjoy it.
We'll be back with a tutorial in a couple of weeks, and then in a month we'll have our Christmas. It may not be Christmas themed, but it'll be a Christmas time.
Yes.
For our crafty catch up.
I'm sure we'll make it Christmassy in one way or another.
In one way or another. And no more flat earth. No more flat earth conspiracies.
That's right.
All right. Well,